I'm gonna sneeze, that's never a good thing on video. Howdy partner, it's me, Jules, uploading another Friday video on drawing, planning and publishing. So what are we doing today? Well, we are drawing and we are planning. We are drawing for your plan, for your bullet journal. What do you mean? What's a bullet journal? Where have you been?
If you haven't dropped in before, thanks so much for watching. I have been illustrating for more than 25 years and I've been a published author since 2012. Children's books are my passion, as I'm a big kid at heart really, and I like nothing more than to rifle through my local children's library. Hello Lord Louis Library in Newport. Do subscribe there in that red box and ding the bell so that you get first dibs on my videos. It really does help to get my films out in front of people who might find it useful or entertaining. And if you know someone who fits that bill, please could you share the video with them. Admittedly, some of the decor in my bullet journal this month was not drawn by my hand. I have become a little bit obsessed with washi tape. Those clever Japanese, I just love them. I actually wrote my degree dissertation on Japanese ink painting, and I love reading about Zen Buddhism. So despite me being a pretty standard English person, I think I might have some Japanese vibes running through me. Washi actually means Japanese paper, and it's made from the bark of a gampi tree or the paper mulberry bush. And the nearest, but frankly less pleasing, thing we have here is masking tape. Except masking tape is utterly featureless, and washi tape is adorned with charming illustrations. You can buy washing tape with almost anything on it. I was looking at Moomin washi tape the other day. I know! Moomin's washi tape! What's not to like? Well, aside from washi tape, here I have done some oak leaves. I thought, now, shall I colour the whole thing in or shall I leave half of it like I've done with those other leaves? I decided in the end to colour the whole thing in. And then with the acorns, what you've got to do is a sort of slightly squashed circle, and then half of it is the cup bit and half of it is the actual acorn. And they have these sort of crisscross patterns on the lower part, on the cup area. And then you can do lots of different sorts of shaped leaves. So here, for example, I thought I would do something that's a bit like kind of like a fern, I guess, and I drew the shape, the outline of the shape on layout paper underneath first, just to give me a rough idea as to where the outline was going to go. And then on these ones, what you can do, depending on whether you have the leaves adjacent to one another or if they are slightly one above the other one, so they're not quite equal, it gives a different sort of feeling. And for these ones, I'm doing little teeny tiny berries on the end of these leaves, like on a bit like on a rowan tree, except this is the other way up. And I used a 0.1 and a 0.05, and even though it's only 0.05 of a difference, it actually does make quite a big difference. I found also when I was colouring these in, it was better to go from the tip towards the centre, because the colour just looked a bit better like that. There wasn't a sort of defined end to it on the edge of the leaf. And then just colouring those berries in slightly different, because they don't all go ripened at the same time. So there was a few slightly different coloured ones in there. So when I was doing these, I was thinking, well, this is more like a sort of rosemary bush, because they are right next to one another. And then the one to the right of that is more like lavender. And I thought you don't always have to colour it in. Sometimes you could colour the outside, the sort of negative space in for it, and that also gives quite a nice effect. Don't forget also that with these Crayola Super Tips you can actually mix the colours on the page. So whilst it's still wet, if you went in with a slightly darker orange or a brown, then that would give a really nice effect. And I've come away from the colour palette a little bit here because I'm using, well, this is going to be a blackberry, because there's a lot of blackberry bushes that are coming into fruit now, and it's all getting ripe. Plus, what's that? That's a nice rose hip. And then this one is the rowan bush, but this time it's the right way up, look. With lots of little teeny tiny red berries on the end of those branches. In fact, where I'm sitting right now, there's one on the other side of the road, so I can look straight at it. And then the last two that I'm doing are cherries. You can do two together or one on its own with that little sort of hip bit. I bought some more Crayola pens. One is super, well, in fact they're pretty much the same pen, slightly different colours, but they're called something different. And one of them's more of a cherry red and the other one's more like a sort of school jumper red, I guess. Contrary to what you were told when you were 5 years old, you do not need to colour inside the lines. Just giving it, dibbling the colour over the page gives it a lovely texture, and that white page coming through the colour is really, really important. It's just as important as the actual pigment that you're putting over the top. And there we go, that is the last cherry, job done.
So do you think you might fancy giving that a go? It doesn't have to be for a bullet journal. It could be for a mural or for an illustration or a book idea. Talking of which, if you have a story idea and you're not quite sure what to do with it next, then I have some free training. It's right here. Check it out for nudging a story idea into life. Thanks for watching. I'm off to build a life raft in case Brexit goes horribly wrong. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. Nanu nanu!